This is a CBS News special report. I'm Scott Pelley with Norah O'Donnell at CBS News headquarters in New York. The Republicans will control both houses of Congress for the first time in 8 years.
That's right. CBS News is projecting they have just won control of the Senate.
The Republicans came into this night needing to pick up 6 seats currently held by Democrats, and they have done that now, winning in West Virginia, Arkansas, Colorado, South Dakota, Montana, and just now CBS News projecting the Republican will win in North Carolina.
And this man is likely to be the leader of the new Republican majority, Mitch McConnell of Kentucky. He won the biggest fight of his political life tonight against Democrat Allison Lundergan Grimes.
Bob Schieffer, this came maybe a little bit earlier and a little more decisively than we expected.
Well, I mean, President Obama was a factor here. There's no way to get around that. All of these Democrats that lost tonight had tried, many of them, to disassociate themselves from President Obama. But if you go to state after state after state, people did not like the president, and they took it out on the candidates.
What states are remaining out there that the Republicans could still pick up even now?
Well, Iowa. We've got Iowa. You've got Alaska, which is very, very close. And you have Virginia, of all places, where everybody thought, Mark Warner, that this was going to be not a slam dunk, but a pretty easy layup. Yeah. And Ed Gillespie, the former chairman of the Republican National Committee, is run him a very, very tight race, and this one's still to be decided.
There's always a surprise on election night, and Virginia has proven to be that tonight. Eric Cantor, of course, earlier this year was defeated in a House race. Tonight we're watching to see if the Republicans can eke out a victory there. Nobody saw this coming.
Well, the Republicans had to hold the states where they had competitive races, and so far tonight they've managed to do that in addition to winning the seats they needed on the Democratic side. It's a big night for Republicans. There's no other way to cut it.
John Dickerson has been at the decision desk all night. And John, what have we learned about North Carolina?
Well, in North Carolina, Democrats thought they had a pretty good story, which was that they were able to keep this race local. They were able to run against Thom Tillis, the Speaker of the House, talk about education in the state, how it had been hurt by his policies, and they had thought they had figured out how to keep this local, not national. So this is a blow for Democrats, and it's also one of those competitive battleground states in the presidential year. This aids Republicans in the argument they will be making tomorrow and for the weeks and months afterward, which is that Republican ideas not only won in those states, their home turf, those red states that Mitt Romney won in the last election, but that they were also able to win in those battleground states.
So the headline of the hour, the Republican Party will take control of the Senate for the first time in 8 years. They've just gone over the top with our CBS News projection that the Republican candidate in North Carolina will be the winner. Bob, this was the most expensive race. $100 million spent on this race for one Senate seat. $78 million of that came from outside the state.
Well, in state after state, most of this money is coming from these outside groups. That's what's kind of obscene about the whole thing. And this is money that nobody knows really where it's coming from. We had a $100 million governor's race down there in Florida. They're talking about another $50 million going into that runoff down in Louisiana that Mary Landrieu winds up in. I mean, who knows where this is going to end? All we know is these elections cost us, or didn't cost us, but cost nearly $4 billion. That's another record.
John, I want to ask you more about North Carolina because you and I were both looking at the exit polls so quickly, and it looked like and excuse me, I'm going to pause just for a minute, John, because we're just getting some breaking news. Now we'll go back on that. CBS News is going to project a call in the state of Iowa, and CBS News projects a Republican pickup there, that JONI ERNST has defeated Bruce Braley in that campaign there. This is a big win for Republicans, and let's take a look now. This is a gain of 7 seats for Republicans tonight, giving them 52 seats. Bob?
Well, this is just, one to grow on, as they say. I'm not sure very many people thought it was going to go to this. And don't forget, now we still got Alaska, where the Republicans have a good chance to win that. They may wind up with 53 or 54 seats before this is all over.
So, headline of the hour, the Republicans will control both houses of Congress for the first time in 8 years. CBS News is projecting the GOP has won the Senate. Mitch McConnell of Kentucky is most likely to be the new majority leader.
And there will be more about this on your local news at the CBS station, online at cbsnews.com, and first thing tomorrow on CBS This Morning. Till then, I'm Norah O'Donnell with Scott Pelley.
For news 24 hours a day, go to cbsnews.com.